What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Sam Does Stocks. Today's video is going to be about how to trade debit spreads. Um, a debit spread, for anybody who doesn't know, is basically an options trading strategy where you mitigate risk by capping your max profit, and it also cheapens the option in total usually. So instead of just buying a regular call like this, you see how your max loss can be, just $288, but your max profit can be unlimited theoretically. Most of the time, if it goes, say, maybe past this point, 173, 100, something like that, unless it shoots up to the absolute moon, like to the absolute moon. I mean, there's ways to figure out the exact mathematics to what the option would be valued at, but I'm too stupid to do that right now, so there's other more better YouTubers out there than I to explain that at the moment. I will eventually make videos on how to calculate that more better in the future, but I wanted to be able to make an instruction guide on how to do a debit spread. I'm going to be doing many different options trading strategies on this channel. So if you're interested at all in trading all the options under the sun, then feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll get them out as soon as I can. But yeah, back to it. Today's video is about a debit spread, like I said before. And so with a debit spread, you want to look at multiple factors, but just to keep things simple in this video, because the basics of it is, to do a debit spread, you would want to do it, depending on how bullish you are on the stock per se. Like, let's get out of here. I mean, that would closer to the money, it'll be more expensive. Obviously, in the money, it'll be really expensive. Less of a profit range, but there's a lot more security, so it's a lot safer usually. But there's always the chance, especially maybe, the recession looming and stuff like that, that you could still lose that. So your low your low reward, the safety might not even be there anymore. So it's kind of a mixed bag. But especially debit spreads are especially good in bull markets. I've made money on them plenty of times, honestly. Sometimes I've done them when it would have been better it would have been way better to just do a call option, but it's still great to mitigate risk, and you can still make several hundreds of dollars. And depending on how big your account is, you can make thousands or tens of thousands. So it's a pretty good strategy with a lot lower of I would say a risk, because it can cheapen the call option as well. So let's do something moderately bullish. Say today was a good day. We might go down again tomorrow or Friday, but you can't really tell. I mean, I feel like the market's going to go down a little bit more, but obviously there's going to be these bounce days. Still though, just I guess for the sake of this video, let's do, say we're bullish, we think Nvidia is going to go to 175. We'll also, you can choose the expiration dates on these, so they can get more expensive, less risky, or more risky depending on when. But usually if you choose a longer out of date, it's going to be more expensive but less risk, because you're going to have more time to be able to make up for it. So I guess we'll get rid of this, because this debit spread call option. We'll just do, let's say, we think it's going to tank for a little bit, but we think it's going to rise again, maybe around the fall. So let's just do October 21st for simplicity. Let's say we believe it's going to be at least 175 by October 21st. So we'll buy a call option. And as you can see, it's just a call option, but you can see how the max loss is $1,755. That's kind of yikes. Unless you're a big baller and you don't mind potentially losing all that, that is a little risky. But, and then of course, unless it goes to the absolute moon, you're risking $1,755 for about a $200 profit, and that's if it goes, it goes up 22%. So one way a lot of people trade is they will also sell a call, and let's say we do the 180 call. Okay, instead of losing 1,755, we could potentially lose 200, but our max profit would be capped at 305. And so that's pretty good. I mean, it's not showing it right here, I guess. It's kind of weird that it's showing a little bit of a different number. Maybe it's because it's after hours. The options trading on Robinhood especially tends to get a little wonky after 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. But yes, the max loss looks about right. The more further it goes down, the more money you will lose. It's a little wonky too. Robinhood's, I guess, been a little wonky after hours in general. But the general gist of it is you do get a max loss, and let's just go with that. It may be 195. So, and the max profit's 305. So you believe that it's going to be at least 175, but ideally around 180 by October 21st. Well, then you will pocket the difference of 305, which is amazing. You get your money back plus the 305 profit. But, well, actually, no, you should be able to profit. If it goes to 180, you should be able to profit. Okay, well, I mean, it would be 500. $500 total, that'd be your gross, but with the cost to open at 195. Yeah, so usually in between the spread is, there's a $5 spread here, so $500, but $5, but times 100, $500. And you can increase your spread. Say if you go to 185, there's a $1,000 spread there, or $10 times 100. So then your max profit goes up quite a bit, but so does your max loss. It goes up a decent amount as well, depending on which way you catch the option pricing. At the moment, it could be a bit more profit, be a little bit more of a loss risk. But for right now, it's saying max profit 607, max loss would be 393, so almost 400. That's not too bad if you believe it's going to be at least 175, but ideally 185. And you wouldn't want it to debit spread, you wouldn't want it to go necessarily really past 185, because even though you still get the max profit, if it goes any further than that, it may have been better to just get a call option, but still at the end of the day, profit's profit, so you can't really complain too much. I've had it happen before where a stock has gone past where I believed it would go, and it's gone $5, $10 above it, and I could have gotten thousands, but I was limited to, $400, $600. So, but you can't really complain, because I mean, I still profited, and the option itself was a lot cheaper. So, but yeah, that's the basics of a debit spread right there. It's an incredible option strategy for mitigating risk and lowering your initial costs. So I would definitely recommend it for you guys rather than just buying full-on call options, because just full regular call options are a lot more riskier. Debit spreads are definitely a way to mitigate risk and still achieve a pretty good profit, because I mean that's almost a 100% profit right there. It's probably about like 80%. So not too shabby. I mean, the average return in the stock market's about 7%. I mean, past couple of years have been kind of crazy. So it's but the average over a huge time span is about 7%. So the fact that you can get around 80, 85, I mean, sometimes more, sometimes less, depends on how much risk you're willing to take. But yeah, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to do a debit spread, like the video, subscribe, share, yeah, and feel free to comment anything if you think if you have any questions, or if you think I messed up on anything. But yeah, so much love, guys. Happy trading. Do more debit spreads. See ya.